Hello, everyone. Today is Valentine's Day if you celebrate. I don't because it's a weird holiday. Today, as you can see by the topic of this video, I want to talk about relationships and the fact that I've never been in one. You know, I'm 19. Obviously, throughout my teenage years, I was looking forward to experiencing romantic love a lot. I was romanticizing romantic love because of the movies, books, and music I was listening to because it's everywhere. Everywhere we look, because everywhere we basically see the propaganda of a romantic love. So I've never been in love. And when I ask myself why I'm 19 and I've never been in a relationship, I think the main reason is just because I haven't met my person. I feel like there's so many people out there who also have never been in relationships, who feel pressure to be in one by a certain age because there are certain milestones that you have to achieve. I felt like I want to say that I'm totally fine with never being in a relationship. Like, I've had a couple of experiences here and there, but it was never a serious relationship. I think in today's culture where dating is so casual and hookup culture is very popular, I just don't find myself gravitating towards it. I'm just not a fan of casual stuff. I'm not a very casual person, so the dating culture today doesn't really fit me. I'm more about commitment, although I do have some commitment issues as well. I've never been in love. A part of me, obviously, as I'm turning 20 this year, a part of me is feeling like I'm missing out on something and that I have never experienced teenage love. Like 2 months ago, I had a realization that I probably will never experience teenage love in my life, which is a bit disappointing because I've always wanted to, and it's been my dream to experience teenage love. And people ask me, like, what's so different about teenage love? Well, because there's not much responsibility about it. Because you're young and you don't have to think about taxes, your job, and your career and stuff. You can just date and have fun, and it's sweet and it's innocent and it's first love. I know that some people will not agree with me because their first experience in romantic love has really damaged them. And I want to say that I've had a couple of situations that really, really broke my self-esteem and had a negative impact on me, but I think I don't regret having those experiences. I think when I was in high school, I was like, okay, this is where I'm gonna finally be in a relationship. This is my time. And it never happened. And I'm like, I started questioning myself, like, what is wrong with me? Why don't I just meet the person? Am I the problem? I could very well be. I'm not sure exactly. I don't feel like I'm the problem, but I might be, I have some friends that are my age and older who have also never been in relationships, and they feel the certain pressure to be in one, and they feel like they're missing out, or like they're behind in life. And I want to say that to you. I'm making this video because I want to make people feel like it's okay if you've never been in relationships. It's okay if you've never, kissed anyone, or if you've never felt what everyone is gushing about, this romantic love. I want to say that it's very annoying when people are saying your time will come. That's the phrase that I hate, because your time may come soon, or maybe it will take 5 years, or maybe 10, and you don't really know. Like, even if I was 23 right now and I still haven't been in relationships, I think I would handle it normally. But when people ask me, how do I feel about being single? I'm like, it's the same as asking me how do I feel about life, because I've only been single in my life. So there's really not much of the difference. I want to say that, don't put pressure on yourself because you've never been in a relationship. Because I want to say that everyone's path is unique. My path is unique and it's different from your path. Your time will come is an annoying phrase, but it will come. I believe it. I believe in love because I'm a romantic person. I believe that I will find and meet my person. I don't believe in the one necessarily, but I do believe that there are certain people that I'm meant to meet. I think my time will come, and I'm not worried about it at all. Like, I know that I'm cool, I know that I'm funny, I know that I'm pretty, I know that I'm interesting, and that I would date me. Like, I don't have a problem with being single because I like living just by normally. It's a normal state of living for me. I used to feel though that I'm missing out or that I'm not good enough, or like I would look at other people my age, especially in high school, and I would be like, what do they have that I don't? Why do they get so easily in those relationships? And for me, it feels so hard and so out of reach to find something like that. And I think it's part of me because I'm not a casual person. So I can't just like maybe like someone, maybe date someone. I've never been in love. But if I were to assume how I fall in love, that I think I fall in love very slowly, gradually, and it takes a lot of time for me to get used to a person. So casual dating is definitely not for me. And I already have a certain feeling that my first ever relationship will be long term and that it will be serious with commitment and stuff. I don't think it's going to be a casual relationship because if I was a casual person, then I would have dated already when I was like 15. I want to say that don't put pressure on yourself. You know what? I've definitely had experiences here and there, but I'd never even kissed someone who I truly loved. I've never experienced a traditional love kiss. So even that is on my list. Like, I'm excited about what the future holds for me because I'm not scared. I'm not worried about like, oh, I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have a partner. I should be like looking for someone. No, I'm totally fine. And sometimes I get in a more romantic mood where I'm like, it would be nice to have someone. And then I get in another opposite direction and I'm like, well, I feel totally fine. I feel fine and I love my life just the way it is. It's Valentine's Day. It's a very weird holiday. Honestly, I don't get it. But I think I just love love. And I love the idea of finding a very special person for me, someone who will be my best friend and partner in crime at the same time. Just someone who will understand me and I will understand. But I don't actively seek out relationships. Like, I'm not, maybe I should start doing that. Maybe I should, I don't know, go on Hinge or like go out and see people, but I don't think that's what I want. I think right now I'm in a place in my life where I just don't feel like I'm ready for a relationship. I think in my mind it's working like that. You can either be in a attractive energy or not, and I'm gonna try explain what I mean. You can be open to receiving the abundance of the universe in a way of like you can be open to meeting a new person, and right now I'm not open, and that's also the part of why I'm not meeting anyone, because I'm just not open. I'm not interested in this right now. I just don't feel like a relationship would fit me. I mean, if I will meet someone and I will like them, it's totally fine, but I don't do this for now. I want to say that I've been rejected many times, but that's for another video probably. That's a different story of me confessing my feelings and getting rejected a lot, and I have great stories to tell. I want to say that life is just beautiful. Just by itself, life is a beautiful thing. You don't have to seek out friendships, relationships, career milestones, or whatever. I mean, it's all nice to have that, but life is beautiful just by itself because you have you. You have only yourself for the rest of your life, and no relationship and no friendship could ever be more important than your relationship with yourself. I think the basis of any relationship is a friendship, and I do have a lot of friends, but I just don't feel like anything out of those friendships progressed into a romantic relationship, and I totally feel fine. I want to say that I used to feel a bit sad. I'm still a bit down about the fact that I will never experience teenage love probably, as I said before. But I'm fine with that, and I'm fine with being exactly who I am, being where I am. I want to say that don't put pressure on yourself, because I hate the your time will come phrase, but it will. It will if you want to. I've realized that the universe doesn't always give you what you want, but it's in a way always giving you what you need at the time. And right now, I don't want a relationship and I also don't need one. Another thing that I want to talk about is the idea of bettering yourself to find a relationship. As a teenager, I would get very upset when I would see my peers who I think are not very different from me, who are also like just going to school, not bettering themselves, not trying to become the best version of themselves. They would just get into relationships, and this idea, if you're single, then you should use your single time to become the best version of yourself. And I feel like that's a total lie. You don't have to do it. You can still grow in a relationship. You don't have to be single to become a better person every day. I would get upset when I would see other people who I think are not different from me just would easily get into relationships because I was working so hard on myself and I would still be single and not find anyone. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? So this is a totally bad idea if you're thinking that that you're not enough. That's why you're not in a relationship. Like, you are totally enough just the way you are, but it's also important to become a better person every day, but also accepting yourself as you are now. This is a very hard concept. I struggle with it sometimes. I want to say, in this weird holiday, I want to say, if you're feeling like, if you're watching this and you're like 40 or you're 25 or you're 17 and you've never been in love, never been in a relationship, it's fine. There are a lot of people who, I have a friend who's 23 who's also never been in a relationship. Most of my friends, some of them are single and never been in relationships as well. It's totally fine. I think don't put pressure on yourself. Something that I try to understand is like, there's two concepts. There's one concept that you should go out there and put yourself out there. And the second concept is that your time will come. You don't have to go out of your way to find something. I don't understand how you should balance between those two because they are totally opposites of each other. I mean, like, I think you should try to put yourself out there. If you want to find something, you should be open, but you shouldn't be desperate to find it, okay? You should be open if you have an interest in someone, if you've met someone and you just have a little spark or the conversation just flows between you two, try it, see what can come out of it, but like, don't be desperate for it. So that's my take on it, and I want to say, just have a nice day. If you're I don't know how to finish this video, truly. I'm trying to make a cool outro or something. It's nice being single, okay? Have a good time. Bye bye.